Welcome to the Financial Confidence Podcast, where we help you build clarity, control, and confidence through every stage of your financial life. I'm your host, Mike Schuster, and in each episode, we'll explore real strategies, expert insights, and practical guidance to help you make informed decisions and move forward. Welcome back to the Financial Confidence Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Schuster, and today, as our guest, we have none other than Herson Castaneda. Herson's been with us now for 6 years and works in our Omaha and Grand Island branches. Herson, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
Now, Herson, it's interesting. We have these talks in the office all the time, and I jokingly say, but realistically, you do fill in the role as our Chief Technology Officer, and you really know a lot about AI, and you really take a big interest in AI and researching and looking into it. In fact, you turned me on to my favorite podcast, the All In Podcast, so thank you for that. So I thought it was important today to go back and talk about the 3 biggest mistakes we're starting to see in AI. And I know we recently had our good friend, Chief Denny, a friend of the pod, friend of the firm, on here to talk about it. But let's talk about more practical ways to use it. So the first thing let's have a discussion on is putting personal financial data into AI or public AIs. What are you seeing there? What is the risks of doing that?
Yeah, there's huge risks in doing that. And we're also seeing a divide of who is doing that. And I would say generationally, the older folk are not as adept to putting all their information and are not as keen to putting all their information into any AI. Whereas some of the younger people are wanting quicker results, quicker things, and are just blindly putting all their information or just, God forbid, uploading tax returns into an AI model. And that is available for everyone to see. And what they do with your data is really out there.
Yeah, so talk about the difference between secure AI and non-secure AI. I know Microsoft has a difference in there. And we actually did a seminar on this in Omaha. Yeah. We had a Microsoft expert. So talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, there's really, a divide. There's enterprise level AI where businesses can utilize AI under a security blanket. And then there is more of an independent AI model where someone can download ChatGPT or Claude or something like that on their phone. And that is not secured. So it's the same way of thinking of like email Outlook for a company versus email personally. Mm-hmm. There is an extra layer of security where someone can use it at their workplace.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, rising concern right now is falling for AI deepfakes and voice scams. I know, you're personal friends with Chief and you've talked to him about this too. Tell me what you're seeing out there or concerns you're having when it comes to that.
Yeah, the big concerns that we're seeing is not just there's a security fraud and scam piece going on, but also honestly the influence piece. People are being influenced every single day by AI YouTube videos or Facebook videos. And so the security piece is ramping up quickly. They're getting better and better. The voices are getting better. The actual pictures or videos of people are getting 10 times better. And not just that, we're seeing it faster. As AI develops more, you will see more of these things happening at a higher occurrence for people.
Yeah, and emails are one of those things too that we're starting to see a lot of different email. They're evolving quickly, right? I mean, that's the scary part of that too. And a lot of firms like ours are going to dual authentication when it comes to distributions right now. And that's really, really important. So no one should ever be annoyed by a phone call that you get from your financial professional. Such an important piece of knowing who you're working with and knowing that person personally and them getting to know you, which brings us to our closing topic of, is AI going to replace your financial advisor? Herson, talk about that a little bit.
We are seeing a lot of different tools online, and people are really thinking that this is going to solve all your problems. There still really is a level of artificial intelligence, which is the sort of foundation, but then the human intelligence, actually better said, the human intelligence is really the foundation. AI is really a tool that you can use, but it is not your true foundation for everything. So human intelligence plus artificial intelligence really is that return on intelligence. And so we're talking about that a lot. We're seeing a lot of businesses that are adapting and utilizing AI, and that's a whole nother topic. But yeah, we are seeing a lot of AI use, and it will not replace let's say someone that truly knows you, someone that really takes the time to know you. There's all kinds of different levels of risk, whether it's cybersecurity risk, money movements, life decisions. When you know someone behaviorally, that just cannot be replaced by artificial intelligence.
Yeah, and honestly, this morning, one of your client situations was on buying a house, which we talked about this, and the fact that they could call you when they had this major life event happen and walk through that behavioral, the emotional side, and avoid making that bad decision, really helps them, right? In those cases, that's why that human side. So let's talk human side for you for a little bit. You had a trying year last year, but this year you got lots of excitement coming up.
Yep.
Your son Benny's doing really well, but you also have a big wedding coming up this year, right?
Yeah, 100%. So getting married here in the summer, really looking forward to that. Last year was a trying year, definitely a lot of life challenges, but thankful for all my clients and thankful for everyone here at the firm. And once again, that's the human side of things that really does make an impact. Artificial intelligence would never have gotten me through last year. It's the human side that did.
Perfect. Hey, one last question I asked is, what are you listening to, and what podcasts you listen to, or what books are you listening to, what books are you reading right now?
Interestingly enough, I do a lot of driving, so I listen to a lot of podcasts and audiobooks. And right now, I was listening, of course, our favorite podcast, the All In podcast, but really actually thinking about rereading a book, actually, Viktor Frankl, The Meaning of Life. I think right now, a lot of people are struggling with what is their meaning in life? What's their passion? Why do you do the things? I think you're seeing that impact culturally, economically, all kinds of things. So that's something that is top of mind for me right now. And Tame Your Thoughts, which is a book that you told me
Yeah.
about, which is a great book. So
Max Lucado, and honestly, to that point, religion is on the rise with whether it's the Gen Zers going to church back in droves. I think the Catholic Church is really seeing a lot of uptick in people attending church right now too. So, well, again, thank you for watching today, and hopefully, Jason Calcanis, you're listening to our podcast, and you can give us a shout out today since we've shouted you guys out. Thank you again.
Discussions in this show should not be construed as specific recommendations or investment advice. Always consult with your investment professional before making important investment decisions. Securities offered through Cambridge Investment Research, Inc., a registered broker-dealer, member FINRA SIPC. Fixed insurance is offered through various independent insurance companies. Cambridge does not offer tax or legal advice.